let's do this shit. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Phil the Bandicoot Noah Hart here, and I'm here with some predictions of the Clash. We're finally back and ready for the NASCAR season. The NASCAR season, the off season is finally done. We're ready to get started for the 2017 season, and I believe it's going to be a great one. 2016 was actually a great season when it came to the downforce. Racing was amazing. Like, I actually liked watching NASCAR last year, and I don't see that changing for this year. I think it's going to be another good season, and I'm interested to see how everything's going to shake out this speed weeks. I'm super pumped and ready to watch some cars back on the racetrack once again. This video, I think I'm going to do this weekly again. I'm going to do this all the time, and I'm going to also do my fantasy picks, who I think is going to do good, because I use DraftKings, and I believe that's going to work out well. I started using DraftKings the last 10 races of the season for the last year, and I started winning a lot of money late in the season, and I thought maybe I should just do that for a video, maybe show my predictions and try and build as the season progresses. So we're here with the Clash. DraftKings is also working with the Clash, and I'm going to give you my predictions of how I think everything's going to go down. So I just got done watching the practice for the Clash, the two practices. The Gibbs cars looked good in their draft sessions. They looked very quick. The Penske cars looked very quick as well. Larson looked pretty quick out there as well. You got to look out for him. And Martin Truex Jr., I think he's going to be one to watch. I mean, all of them out there. It's hard to tell with the Clash when you come down to fantasy who you really want to pick. It's kind of a crapshoot when you look at Daytona and Talladega. But when it comes down to fantasy picking, it comes down to the place differentials, and where guys in the rear of the field that look like good cars and that could finish well, you want to be able to pick them guys, and they're going to be the ones that are gaining you points based on their starting position from their finishing positions. You also want to pick a guy that is really good, that can lead laps, most of the laps throughout the race, and also is quick in the pack, that is getting you them bonus points for being the fastest car in that lap area. So it's going to be very crucial to be able to pick a guy you think is going to be competitive and can be there at the end and actually started near the rear of the field and worked his way up and actually is battling for the lead at the end of the race. So I'm going to run down my predictions here. The Gibbs cars, they're going to be quick again. They're going to be guys to contend with when it comes down to it. Who am I picking though? You have to pick 6 guys for the DraftKings, and here are my picks. Brad Keselowski. Even though Brad Keselowski is starting P1, he's been so quick. He's been so quick, and he was quick in every super speedway race lately. I mean, Penske has just been killing it. And that's why I'm also going to pick Joey Logano as well. Logano and Keselowski, they're looking really good. And even if they don't win, I believe they're still going to lead some laps. They're still going to be dominant. They're going to be contenders throughout the race. And that's what I need. And I think they're going to provide the points that you need to win. Next driver I'm going to pick is Kyle Larson. I talked about him earlier. Larson looks good. And the thing with Larson, he's starting outside the top 10. Gonna be a quick car. He's gonna come from the rear. Thing about Larson though I'm scared about is he does wreck from time to time. He's a good driver. He can find victory lane. He's just got to be able to not wreck, and that's what I'm worried about. But Larson, I think maybe Kyle Larson can get up there and battle for the win. I think he'll be a top 5 car, and in the end, that's going to get you the points you need to actually place in the money. Kyle Busch, definitely picking him outside the top 10 on the starting grid. Busch was quick in that Gibbs trio. He's going to be coming to the front. Busch is an aggressive driver, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. Kyle Busch, you got to pick him in this scenario. Kyle Busch is going to be fast, just like he always has. And the Busch cars, not the Busch cars, but the Gibbs cars, they look good. Definitely need to pick Kyle Busch. And you also need to pick Martin Truex Jr. Didn't see much out of him in the Clash practices, but I do believe Martin Truex Jr. starting 5th is going to find his way to the front, lead some laps, and finish well, maybe even win the race. So I would pick Martin Truex Jr. in that 78 car. And then my last guy I would pick is Matt Kenseth. Really calm, collective driver, can drive himself to the front. He's going to be a good pick. You would want to pick Matt Kenseth, and he's going to come from the rear of the field as well. So you need to pick Matt Kenseth. He's going to get you the place differential points. He's going to get up there and possibly lead some laps. He's going to get up there and maybe even win the race. So he's a good pick. So yeah, there it is right there. Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Matt Kenseth are my picks for the Clash. Them 6 drivers right there are going to be a good stout pick. I don't know, there's a lot better drivers that you could pick from, like Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott. I really was back and forth with a lot of them. Daniel Suarez was very, very low salary. Very low salary Daniel Suarez was. And he started near the end of the pack. And Suarez, the reason I'm worried to pick Daniel Suarez is, the thing is, he may wreck. And he may do well. He may even win the race. Who am I kidding? He may win it. And it's just very worrying to pick him. But he would be a good pick as well. But I left him out on this stance here. And that's my 6 guys on the screen. I believe them drivers are going to be really good to pick from when it comes down to the race. So hope you guys do enjoy, and I plan on making more predictions like this in the future. And this has been Fuel, and